Tonight they gave me everything. Everything. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for American Horror Story Season 7. It's American Horror Story Cult, and this is episode 8. Like I said, they gave me everything. It was twisting and turning and carrying on. Child. Yes, everything. Anyway, we start off with Kai and Vincent. Kai and Vincent are having this conversation, and I noticed right away, what the hell? Kai, that damn Vincent is afraid of Kai. He fears him, and he's looking at him, and you can tell that he is noticing that Kai is gone. He's gone. He is just gone, baby, nutty as a goddamn fruitcake, honey. And he's looking at him, and then he's telling him, you know, I love you, and this, that, and the other. And he hugs him, and you can see the fear literally in Vincent's eyes, like, this motherfucker gone. And he's saying, you know, I'm rooting for you, this, that, and the other. He's like, you didn't come to see me at the hospital. What are you ashamed of me? He said, yeah, I'm ashamed, but it ain't, you know, I'm embarrassed, but, you know, and it was the whole thing of me being shot by one of your patients. So he's like, yeah, I'm embarrassed, but, you know, I just want the best for you. I'm so proud of you. He kept pumping this. I'm so proud of you, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, And I'm looking at Kai, and I'm like, well, he's kind of buying this, but I'm like, what he got up to? What is he up to? Because I don't trust Vincent. I've told you all that. I don't trust Vincent. Baby, and Kai went and hugged him, and when they was hugging, he said, from now on, call me Councilman. I said, girl, you're not long for this world, honey. When he starts that treating you like everybody else, girl, your days are numbered, honey. So I just laughed and said, okay. Then we see the girls. Well, the girls are pissed. The girls are pissed, more so Beverly. Beverly's fucking pissed off. Beverly is not with the shit. They got them, because you know he has this whole militia, and he has them literally catering to these men. And it's literally become the women in the kitchen, and it's all about the men. It is what it is. And Beverly told him, I am not for this. Y'all got this shit. Y'all don't know how we got here, how y'all done made me end up being a kitchen maiden, but I ain't for this. And they were like, oh, no, it's not like this. She's like, no, you weren't at that city council meeting. Baby, we went back and flashed back to the meeting of the city council. Kai is literally just controlling the city council, literally with fear. I mean, he has these you're in there, the whole audience is this militia. They got machine guns and shit. One guy was disagreeing with what was said, and they was given, you got kids, right? 16-year-old to 12-year-old, this, that, and the other. You wouldn't want nothing to happen to him. I said, oh my God. He literally has control. And so they went on with that, and then Winter was saying, you just don't know. Kyle's cool. Kyle's cool. Kyle's cool. She said, girl, listen, you're stupid. You're stupid. And somewhere in your stupid brain, you think that you're safe because you're his sister. He don't give a shit about you. You're a woman, and you're no different than us. You're a kitchen maid, just like we are. Oh, no. You don't know. Let me go to him, and let me talk to him. Well, of course, Ivy bought in because she's so busy sucking on Winter. She's like, okay, Winter, yeah, baby, anything you say. Beverly said, you know what? That's cool. Go on and talk to him. But if I'm still in this kitchen next week, baby, I'm coming for your brother, bitch. And you better get out the way. I said, oh, okay, Bev. You know, I like Beverly with her crazy ass self, and she looked just as loose and cuckoo, honey. I said, okay, she is the perfect match for Kai because she don't give a shit. She's just out there. She's a nutball too. So in the midst of all that, she says, "You're wrong. You're wrong about Kai. Kai is the only reason why I'm here now." And at that point, she starts to tell this story about this man that they ran across. They playing on the internet. They're teenagers. They playing on the internet, and they run into this guy called Pastor Charles, a real nutball. He basically is like a copycat of Jigsaw. Jigsaw from, y'all know Jigsaw, honey, from what's the movie? On the little tricycle, honey. Damn, what is the name of the movie? Y'all know Jigsaw, child. Anyway, but this man actually, he lured them out to this house. They get out there, the house is out there, it's on a farm. And they get out there and they find out right away it's not really a haunted house, that it's actually real shit going on. This man has created scenarios. They're not actually, you know, because the whole thing with Jigsaw and that thing, he basically kind of does the seven sins type of thing, and that's what the man was doing. The house is all videoed and all of this stuff. It was just freaky, freaky, freaky. And what he was doing was like that seven sins thing, but these people weren't actual sinners. These people were people who he abducted and just created a storyline. He created these scenarios. He had a man that was literally, he was called him a sodomite and all of this. And he was talking about Sodom and Gomorrah and all this shit. The man was actually a volunteer from the AIDS clinic. He ain't sodomized nobody. He ain't did nothing. You just figured out, you figured he was gay because he was working over at the AIDS clinic. He was a volunteer. I don't know whether the man was gay or not. But anyway, had him, had another girl who was, he was putting it up there like she was getting an abortion, and she wasn't. She wasn't getting an abortion. Was not getting an abortion. She was doing something else at Planned Parenthood. She had a regular appointment at Planned Parenthood. He abducted her and had them took her baby out, was letting her bleed out. Then there was another guy who was at a rehab clinic, and he was basically saying he was a junkie. So he was just overloading him with drugs and killing his body from the inside, from the outside in. And the man had already repented and was trying to get clean. He didn't abducted him from a rehab clinic. Just crazy as hell. Well, they get in there. The man done locked them all up in there and everything. And Kai figures out what's going on. This before he went crazy. He's telling this before any of all this stuff happened. It's like a couple years before. Telling them, you told Winter, get out, go get help. You know, we gonna get all these people out of here. We gonna get everybody out. Because they had just gotten the one guy that he was calling a sodomite. He got him out of the chair before because he had these knives. He said, as soon as he starts talking, these knives are going to poke me in my back. He said, I'd seen it happen to the guy before me. Literally had him in a chair, and the chair had a cross behind him. It was a cross shape, and there were knives in the shape of the cross going to stab him in the back, but they got him out just in time. So they end up getting him out. The man ended up grabbing, Winter couldn't get out. He actually grabbed Winter and snatched her up, had her all hemmed up, and Kai came and bammed him over the head. They took him, put him in the chair that he had the guy in from the AIDS clinic, and told him that, you know, the girl that got abducted from Planned Parenthood said, we're going to call the police and you're going to go to jail. And Kyle was like, no. I think he needs to get exactly what he deserves. He needs to get what it was that he was trying to give y'all. And he had the remote control, baby. He gave him buku penny, and it gave him up in his back. Fucked him up, honey. And the blood shot on Kyle's face. And Winter said, from that day, ever since Pastor Charles, Kai's been a little off. He's lost. That's all. He's just lost right now. But it's going to be okay. I said, honey, your brother been killing people and carrying on. Honey, he's a nutball. And we got to see more and more about Kai. Kai been through some stuff. Kai's indulged in some stuff. And he's still manipulative as hell. But there's been stuff, it's not all him. There's been stuff that has happened to Kai as well. And we're going to talk about that. But anyway, moving on. So Winter ends up going to Kai and all of this. And the next thing you know, he got her under this whole little thing where now he's getting a handle on about what's going on. And then he introduces her to this whole thing about how they're going to have the Messiah baby. And she's going to bring the Messiah into the world and all of this. I said, all this ass that went totally nutso, honey, at this point. She's like, Kyle, we can't do that. That's incest. I said, didn't I tell y'all incest was going to fall into this? But I thought he had already screwed her. But he got it all figured out. No, we're not going to do that. You're going to still remain pure. But what I'm going to do, he said, we're going to get Samuels because he's beautiful, isn't he? He's beautiful, and he is, the little blonde cop, honey, the platinum blonde cop. Said, what's going to happen is he's going to enter you, and then I'm going to enter him. Then I'll actually be the baby, the father of the baby. I said, child, you're crazy, honey. You ain't going to be the father of shit, honey. Samuels is going to be the father of the baby. You're going to be a butthole plugger, honey. And y'all going to be into an incestuous relationship. That's what's going to happen, honey. Now, you can make it be anything you want it to be. But when you take your clothes off and lay in that bed with your sister, honey, incest, honey. Get your ass on out of here, Kai. You crazy as dog shit. Anyway, so they get doing all this. And let me, we're going to go, I'll finish this part out. So they try to get down and do it. Well, you can see Kai is like, he's all into what they're going to do. He's going to baptize them with the oil and all that. But I said, no, he didn't. He goes to put the oil on their forehead. When you give somebody communion and that, and you put the oil on their forehead and the cross, baby, he did the cross like this. I said, oh, he's fucked up, buddy. I said, some bullshit. So he's doing this little ritual and all that. He tells her, lay on down, Winter. Get on, lay your receptacle down, honey. And tell him, get on. He goes and gets the oil, the whole damn holy oil, honey, and pours it on old Samuel's ding dong, honey, and then got the jacket him, honey, and he was giving, I said he's trifling. Child, not with the anointing oil, honey. He ended up, go ahead, enter her, and then I'm going to enter you, honey. And Samuel was like, oh, you going to get me, honey? Oh, yeah, honey. I said, because they're also in love with him, honey. I said, well, okay. Honey, they went to get ready to try to get down. Honey, and you can see Winter's face. She's like, this ain't right. And she said, Samuel's got on her, and his little stuff went, and he told me, he said, I can't get hard for girls. He said, just give me a minute, something. He said, get on her and do it. And he said, well, maybe I could just jack off into a cup, and then we could do it that way. We could use the turkey baster. He gonna say, no, it has to be done this way. This is the holy ritual. Honey, that damn Winter stuff. She said, I feel like I'm being raped. She said, this is the holy ritual that you made up this afternoon. This is some bullshit. I said, it sure is. It sure is, girl. So she got mad and went on about her way, honey. Next time we seen her, honey, she was being punished. He had her out somewhere with a dunce cap on, honey, out picking up garbage, recyclable garbage. I said, oh God. And then had oh boy, Samuel's going out to give her some lunch and stuff. She's like, it's so hot out here. This dumb dunce cap got me. My head is 20 degrees hotter. I said, oh, not being punished, honey. So that was that. And those two were having a little conversation back and forth about Kai and all that. And she's like, he brought her some, looked like some porridge, honey. I said, oh, shit, to eat for lunch. She gonna say, I had this yesterday. This is horrible. He had an apple in his car. She said, can I have that? He gonna say, no, I'm just following the orders. You ain't getting that. So she's going on back and forth. She's talking to him, and she's like, I won't know this, that, and the other. He's gonna say, I'm following the orders. She gonna say, were you always his bitch? He gonna say, no, actually, he used to be mine. I said, oh, shit. Then he starts to tell the story of when he first met Kai. He was a dirty cop. Well, he's always been a dirty cop. He was a dirty cop, but he was hiding from his sexuality at the time. Kai was a teenager. Kai was out there writing fake prescriptions and basically having the little boys running, getting drugs, and just running shit, just carrying on. Don't just had to stole Vincent's prescription thing and had the boys selling the drugs. So he ended up running into Samuels. Samuels knocked Kai out and then came and bullied him and told him, he gonna pimp him. You gonna get them, you gonna run them on the street, you gonna bring the money to me. So I was like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna throw your ass in jail. Kai's like, okay, cool, no problem. So he got this whole little operation going. He goes to Samuel's house one night. Samuel's in there with this woman. Can't get it up. She gets mad because he had let himself in. He out there listening to what's going on. Can't get it up, being all weird. She gets mad, screaming and hollering. She gonna say, damn freak with his left dick. And he can't get it up. And then the only way he can get it up is to be putting his hands around my neck. Fuck that. And she was out of there. I said, girl, good for you, honey. She left. So then he goes in there. He feels some kind of way. And then that's when Kai did what Kai does. He went in there and manipulated Samuel. Told him, you need a man. That's what the problem is. Every time you have sex with a woman, she's taking your power away from you. I said, oh, he is manipulating the hell out of you, honey. He said, I'm not gay. He gonna say there is no such thing as gay. It's all about power. And it's all about enjoy. I said, oh, no, he didn't. He talked that shit around him and worked the Jedi mind trick on him. Next thing you know, honey, Kyle was giving it to Samuels right in his back door. I said, well, how in the hell? I said, child, anyway, all right, girl, whatever. He had him convinced, child, I'm going to screw you. He ain't screwed Kai. He ain't never screwed Kai. But like he said, he had himself convinced about he used to be my bitch. He wasn't your bitch. He was your bitch as far as running that drug business, but he was jamming you up and you was loving it, honey. I said, no, he did, because he was saying, I'm not gay, I'm not gay. Kai literally turned him out. I said, this is too much. This is too much when the straight boy turns the gay child into the gay child and then he becomes bisexual. Oh, it's just too goddamn much. I said, oh, child, come on, tell me more, tell me more. So Kai basically turned Samuels out into a whole queen and he basically became bisexual himself because that's what he is. He's bisexual, very sexually fluid. Is what we'll say. Anyway, so tells her the story. She's like, oh gosh. So she gets on her shit. She's up on her soapbox. Next thing you know, she says something to him. And he says, you know what? I'm going to get you pregnant. He said, I'm going to show you. She said, oh, so you are a bitch. He'll say, I'm not no bitch. And I'm not this and I'm not that. Still trying to hide and run from his sexuality. Honey, she said, you are. She said, Kai worked you. He manipulated you. And he going to say, no, he did. He said, yeah, he did. He just had a nice way of telling you that you like dick. I said, oh. He got mad. Grabbed Winter up, baby. And now he going to rape her for real. He goes, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go ahead and get you pregnant like Kai wants you pregnant. I'm like, you don't want to do that because you're going to get killed. Because when you rape Winter, that's going to be a problem because that is not the way the holy ritual goes. If he ain't jamming you while you jamming her, then that means you just raped his sister and got her pregnant for no reason. And that ain't the Messiah, baby. And he's going to fuck you up. Just so you know. But it never got that far. Because when he tried to call himself going to rape Winter, baby, she pistol whipped his ass and took that gun and said something about, I got into this thing, it's too late for me, and I should have listened to Valerie. I said, oh, shit, not crazy ass Valerie, honey, and blew his brains out. All you saw was and heard the window break, honey, and seen his beautiful platinum blonde hair, honey, with blood splattered. I said, oh, she fucked him up, honey. Said, okay, well, that was that. So he was dead. So meanwhile, we got Allie. Allie's out of the net ward. And Vincent meets up with her. And Vincent tells her basically the truth. Honey, listen. There's some shit going down. The person, EXP brought her up to speed on everything. Allie was snapping out, mad as hell. She said, you mean to tell me that's your brother and that bitch is your sister and she's screwing my goddamn wife and your brother done ruined my goddamn life and you are the one that gave them access to everything to me. This is all you bastard. He went and lied and told her. I didn't do it. I didn't give Kai the information. He snuck into my office and got it. And they kind of showed like Kai sneaking into his office and getting the information. Okay, that's fine. But even afterwards, you was with the shit. So she was pissed. And I said, well, what is Allie going to do? And that's what she ended up, she was laying in the bed, and I said, and she was sitting there, and I said, her wheels are spinning. And I seen her because Vincent had trusted in her, and she said, I'm going to help. She said, I want my son back. He said, I'm going to help you. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to help you get your son back. He said, and I'm going to have Kai committed. I'm not going to leave it where he's hurting people anymore. I said, I'm going to get him cured, just that thing and the other. Honey, next thing I know, Miss Allie got herself together. Went ahead, invited Kai over. He brought two of his little people with him, honey. They get talking. She blasted Vincent, told him everything that Vincent was planning on doing, made him a sloppy Joe, made her one, honey. She's like, I ain't trying to poison you. You got something that I wanted, honey, and I'm going to make you promise me before I tell you this information, you got to give me my son back. You got to get my son back. That's my son. I miss him, and I want my son back with me. So he goes on to tell her all that. I said, okay, Allie. And I'm with Allie. And I'm starting to love Allie. Well, I've loved Allie from the beginning. But that bitch told him, she said, let me tell you what you've done. All the shit that you've done to me, you've done what my wife couldn't do. You've done what your brother couldn't do. You tried to drive me crazy, but what you did in essence was you cured me. I ain't afraid of shit. I said, come on through, Allie. Come on through. So she on some old other shit. I said, so here we go. I'm loving Kai because he's so crazy. I'm living for Beverly. And now, child, back in love with Allie. Because she's getting on my nerves for a little bit. But I always liked her because that bitch knew something wasn't right. So Allie's on some old other shit. I said, okay. So next thing you know, we see the militia. They didn't, and we see all the clowns. And they got these people. I said, who's these people? Try to pull the hoods off. Beverly and Vincent. Everybody in their clown outfits. Then we got Winter over there. Winter lied. Winter told Kai that Beverly is the one that came up to the car and shot Pretty Boy Samuels in the head and killed him, and then told her, your brother's next, bitch. And Beverly was like, that bitch is lying. She is lying, but whatever. Yeah, she did. Whatever. So, but before he even got to her, he's going to say family first. He's talking to Vincent. And he's going back and forth with Vincent. And Vincent is giving, I love you. This, that, and the other. Tell me, what is all of this? This, that, and the other. Said, I know what you've been up to. This, that thing, and the other. And on and on and on. And he's like, like, what are you talking about? He's like, They said, remember when you did the pinky swear? That's when we found out Vince is the one that actually started the pinky swear stuff with Kai. And then he said, as long as you tell the truth, no matter what we do, once we pinky swear, no matter what gets done, it doesn't make a difference. Nothing's wrong as long as you're truthful about it. And it's always our secret. I said, and that made me think, now tell me if y'all felt like this, but I did. I felt like he molested him, like he had molested his little brother. Because that's what that sounded like to me. And I said, okay, I'm going to hold on and see if Ryan goes back, Ryan Murphy go back into that. But it sounds to me like that was a little game he played and molested his baby brother. I said, So from that point, I didn't really care what he did to Vincent. He deserved whatever it was. Baby, they was at, he said he took his hands, untied him, did the little pinky swear thing, honey, and they was doing a little pinky swear thing, and he said, that's right, long as you tell the truth. He said, I love you, and this, that, and the other, and I always want you to win, and I'm so proud of you. He was pumping that shit. Baby, Kai gave him and chopped his pinky off, baby, and then took it and hit him in his head with it. And he was like, oh, well, he's like, what the hell? Honey, and I'm looking at Winter. Winter's looking, she's like, Vincent, child. And next thing you know, Vincent's going on and on saying something, honey. Kai took this knife and gave him right in his shit, honey. Fucked his shit up. I said, oh! He fell over, slumped over there by Beverly. Here go Beverly. What the shit is this? I love her. She's ridiculous. What the shit is going on, you know? So they get her all over there. Kai gonna bust her all in her motherfucking head. Gonna bam, he hit her and shit. Gonna tell her some shit. She said, oh, your ass is fake and you're phony. You tried to promise me some equal power. Now this is some old male versus female bullshit. You'll stick me up in that goddamn kitchen. You full of shit. You ain't nothing but a phony and you're fake. And you don't know what you're doing from one goddamn moment to the next. And if you're dumb enough to be listening to that goddamn bitch Winter, then I don't give a fuck. Go on and kill me now and put me out of my misery, because this is all some bullshit. Child, he said death is too good for you. Take her to the isolation chamber. She gonna say, all right now, you son of a bitch. I said, oh, that goddamn Beverly, she is off her rocker. I love her, honey. So they took her and hauled her away. Then is when it brought my whole night. You see the smile on my face. It brought my whole night together. That motherfucker said, let's welcome our newest member. Baby and the clowns got taken off their masks, honey. And when the last one took her mask off, it's the real crazy helmet one that used to be Meadow. Took her helmet off, baby. You could have bought Ivy's ass for a 10-cent bottle that had already been spent. I said, girl, problems for you, Ivy. I can't wait till they do Ivy. I cannot wait. I can't stand her. So I cannot wait until she do it. But that damn Allie got some shit up her sleeve too. This was, I feel like I'm saying this every week, but this was like the best episode yet. I loved it. Oh my God. Gave me look how long I'm talking. 27 minutes. A mess. I'm out of here. But this was good shit. I enjoyed myself for 60 good whole minutes. I was hanging on the end of, and that Beverly, I'm telling you, she said, oh, yeah, son of a bitch. I love her. Anyway, all right, guys, I will catch up with y'all next week, because next week is going to be some shit. I've seen them previews. It's going to be some shit. We'll talk about it next week. Later.